Welcome back, Last Request Barbecue Show. Thanks for everybody for dialing in and hit that like button and do all that thumbs up and do all that stuff for me so I could do more of these great cooks. So this week we're doing something I've tried on the test kitchen, and it is the new summer family favorite. What am I talking about? Alabama white sauce chicken. So we love chicken in this family, and the Alabama white sauce takes it to the next level. Now, it's not a complicated recipe, but there's a few steps to it. We're gonna spatchcock this chicken. I've done it 100 times. I'll do it 100 more. We got a great chicken here from our friends at Loblaws. They're halal brand. I just stopped in the Great Canadian Superstore, and this was a great looking chicken that they had. And then we're gonna try the new product here from Hellmann's. Check that out. Getting into the game with avocado oil. And what I like about Hellmann's, made in Canada. So Hellmann's, obviously an international brand. Of course, no avocados, they import those, but everything else, canola oils from Canada, free run eggs from Canada, it's put together, hired by Canadians. So that is in an Alabama recipe. A little bit of our focus, we're gonna start with some 16 mesh black pepper. We're gonna put some Pitmaster's Choice on as kind of the first seasonings. That we're gonna do John's, one of my new favorites, probably the summer favorite, SPG with the added onion. Anyway, you're gonna see we're gonna dry the chicken out for about 24 hours. So it does take a little bit of time for this recipe, but it is and has become a family favorite. Anyway, let's get started. All right, see, we've done this 100 times. As I said, we've got a great chicken here, halal chicken, the Sufra brand, which is the Loblaws brand. By the way, shout out to Nourish Marketing and Joanne. I know they did some great work in getting this brand out into the community. Anyway, picked up this great looking chicken, so let's open it up and let's spatchcock it. As I said, the key to this recipe, well, there's a couple of keys to this recipe. There's different ways and different recipes for the Alabama white sauce. I'm gonna use one that I learned from Bar A Barbecue.
Hey guys, I'm Cooper. I'm in the smokehouse of Bar A, and today we are doing a spatchcock smoked chicken with an Alabama white sauce. Stay tuned.
Never been, but I intend to go. I love their YouTube and I love the cooking that they're doing, and they're making Daniel Vaughan list. So I'm gonna use their recipe, but they all start the same way. And the key, you really kind of dry that skin out. All right, so let's spatchcock this chicken, take off some of the parts we don't need here. I like to do a cut, kind of a guiding cut. Very simple thing to do, this spatchcocking. It's funny, I went literally decades and buying flattened out chickens and thinking how hard could it be? Too hard, but it turns out not hard at all. Once you got the right equipment, that's right, you need special spatchcocky chicken scissors. There you go, special tool alert right there. Anyway, this makes quick work of doing this. Try this with regular scissors. That won't turn out so well. These are not expensive at all. There's probably better versions out there, but look at how fast I go through this chicken. So, you know, I don't think you need to spend a lot of money. And this is a good, very economical recipe, as I said. Anyway, the key thing is to let this chicken be in the refrigerator for 24 hours and dry out. And boy, that's what really takes this recipe and this cook to a whole other level. So we'll just clean this out a little bit, not too much, it's pretty good shape. Yeah, oh, I got this I'm gonna cut off, don't need any of this. There we go. Do a little snip here, because I do want to flatten it. A little cut there. And now we do the chiropractor's thing. Everybody ready? Listen. Oh yeah, there it is. Bone cracking. Done and done. All right, so there we go. Now we're ready for that. That's kind of unsightly, but you know, that is, here, let's just flip that around. All right, so a couple of simple preparations, salt and pepper. Got my S&P 16 mesh pepper, got some salt in here, kosher salt, put a little more pepper on it, I like it a little peppery, some 16 mesh Texas pepper, get into all the little nooks and crannies here. I'm gonna put some of this Pitmaster's Choice chicken seasoning, and a very delicious chicken seasoning it is. Continue to add these pops of flavor here and there. It's got some salt in it. We're actually gonna do both sides of this. Again, some salt and pepper. A little bit of the Pitmaster's Choice. Just a melange of flavors. I'm not done yet. When I go to finish up, I'm going to be putting some SPGO. But anyway, for now, we're good. Now we're going to put that on a tray, and it is going to rest peacefully. Comme ça. See you tomorrow. All right. We're 24 hours later. Our chicken is looking delicious, dried out. We got these big chunks from the Pitmaster's Choice. Last thing I'm going to add to it, is one of my favorites, this SPGO. Adds this pop of onion just before I put it on the barbecue. So let's give it a little bit of extra. What for? Let's get in some of the crevasses. All right, let's get this onto the Kamado. All right, I've just added the stick of wood at the very back because I want my chicken to really get a pop of smoke, but not the heat underneath it. The Kamado's already hot enough, so let's just get our chicken on. And I'm gonna move the chicken to the front here. As I said, we'll get the smoke from the wood, natural firewood, but we won't get, hopefully, much of the heat. Also, I had this open at 3, got a little hot. It's cooled down now, but I'm gonna just keep it at just 1 and change. Enough for the smoke to escape, but also keep it inside. There we go. The smoke coming out now. That's what I'm looking for. Just that smoke cooking that chicken. Kamsa. All right, let's get making our Alabama white sauce. Gonna have a Canadian and a little different twist to it. I'm trying this new Hellmann's product. Check it out, made in Canada. Of course, the avocados are probably not made in Canada, but avocado-based oil mayonnaise. I've been a big fan for a while. It's nice to see our friends at Unilever Canada making and bringing this in and making it here. The big ingredient, obviously, as you can see, for any Alabama white sauce is mayo. So let's get to adding the mayo. All right. Nice, got a little bit of tang to it. Hint of lime. Oh, this is gonna add a nice feature to it. Let's put 1/2 cup apple cider vinegar. This is 1 cup, so let's put 1/2 cup of that in. There we go. So we're gonna put some 16 mesh pepper, about a teaspoon or so. Some sriracha, some Fire Barn sriracha. Bring up the heat a little bit. You know, and thanks to Bar A Barbecue, basically I'm following for this recipe, and they use some other ingredients, like a chili powder. I'm using this sriracha, just give it my own little, you know, Fire Barn's twist. There we go, kind of a shot of that. We also need some, of all things, horseradish sauce. And there we go, that's about a table. All right, maybe a little bit more. Just a touch more, all right? Now you could put in garlic powder, onion powder. I'm putting in John's SPGO, which got also a bit of onion powder in it. I find that a very nice combo. There we go, all in one. I'm big on the all in one. It's got a bit of salt in it too. So I'm putting it kind of 2 tablespoons in because it's a mix of those 2 ingredients. It calls for honey, so I'm putting in some hot honey, local hot honey from Rosewood, great winery in the Niagara region, and they make a fantastic hot honey. About a teaspoon of hot honey, just to add a hint of sweetness. There we go. Oh, woohoo, that's gonna kick. Anyway, the little devil on there's, that's for a good reason. All right, let's give that a good mix. There we go. And that's a bit thicker than I want, so we're gonna add some water. Kind of eyeball the water, because you want it thinner than thicker. And there we go. We got our Alabama white sauce with a little hint of red, but that looks delicious. All right. Good to go. All right, this chicken's been cooking. It's been cooking about 300 degrees. Let's take a look. Oh, beautiful, nice and smoky. It's done its work. This is just a perfect look. Let's get this off the grill. Check that out. Perfect, smoky, delicious. Beautiful. All right, let's get the Alabama white sauce going. All right, we're back. Obviously, lots going on here. I got my friend here from Parts Unknown watching, participating in this. Shout out to my friend from Parts Unknown. And now we're in the last final phases of the Alabama white sauce chicken. So as we know, we've done a great cook with our roast chicken. There it is, check that out. And now we're gonna pour our sauce in to our pan, which is, I guess we could say it's Alabama more whitish pinkish sauce when I put in that sriracha, but that's my take on it. God bless Alabama and America and Canada. There you go. All right. And then you just put your chicken in kamsa and turn that over. And then you've got this delicious white Alabama white sauce chicken. You let that sit in here for a spell. Push that down, get that into all the parts, and we're gonna cut it apart. That's it. Let that sit for a spell, then cut her up, and we're good to go. All right, let's get this chicken cut up and then get it served to the people. My friend, are you in leg? Are you a leg man, a breast, a thigh? You are breast man, all right. Well, we're just gonna go right down the center here. It's gonna be, there we go, and we're gonna just cut comme ça, like that, and then you and I can split this because it's a lunchtime. Like that, and we'll put this other half back in. Now I'm gonna cut the thigh from the chicken leg. All right, there, like that. Find that joint, and you can cut it right nice and smooth. All right, and there is our Alabama white sauce chicken breast that got a little wing. Let's eat.